Hey, what's up, guys? The arena just dropped, and I've been playing all night. The arena, been trying everything from the patch. It's pretty fun. I got a lot to talk about. Let's get to it right away. I'm gonna go through everything that's important regarding the patch. So, DLC just dropped. There are 3 arenas. One in Limgrade, one in Kaleid, one in Lindale. How it works is you need to go to these places, visit them. There's no site of grace next to them. You just open the door. You can check out the altar, and then afterward you can come back to um, the round table. And from the round table, you can have access to all the arenas from there. So it's going to be easier to access the arenas from the round table. So this is what you should do. But you can't actually use the arena at the round table unless you have opened the door to each one of them. There's also new hairstyles for your character. I'll show them quickly in the background. Now, as far as the PvP balance, we had a lot of changes. I'm going to go over the significant ones. They reduce the trusting weapons counter damage. So, counter hit damage being reduced. I think that's pretty good, actually. It's a pretty good change. Reduce the guard efficiency when attacking with your shield for some weapon types. This, I'm assuming it's shield poking. So reduce guarding when shield poking. I have not actually done the testing for this yet, but that sounds pretty good. That's actually, it's one of the few things I did not test right now, but I'm probably going to make a vid about this really soon. I'm going to go and check in detail what exactly they did to the shield. Poise damage for the following weapons have been reduced. Again, I don't know exactly the specifics, like what kind of poise change they did. Obviously we see that they reduced it for straight sword, thrusting sword, heavy thrusting sword, curved sword, axe, spears, twin blade katanas, but we don't know the exact number. So we'll see soon. Reduce the poise damage from the incantation Bestial Sling. That's very good. That's something we asked for. That I'm glad we get that. Reduce the power of the spell Carrion Slicer. Also very good. Those are great balance changes. Increase the speed and distance of some attacks and reduce the recovery time for the following weapons: daggers, axes, hammers, flail dual wielded. Sorry. Daggers, it looks like the forward momentum on daggers. I've tested these. The forward momentum for like the power stance crouch attack is noticeable. Some of the running attacks as well. The axe power stance also very noticeable. They also increase the speed for two-handed. For the hammers, the one that's most noticeable is the machetes. So the machete moveset, that one is noticeably faster as well. So it's going to be interesting to seriously play with those. Flail, same thing. Power stance, the spit up and increase the forward momentum when dual wielded. The rest I don't know actually. Okay, increase the speed of some attacks and reduce the recovery for the following weapons. Twin blade, two-handed. Yeah, twin blade got a bit faster. Reduce the recovery. You can definitely feel it on the twin blade. Same thing with the Reaper. The Reaper did get significantly faster with, like, it's very noticeable with the running attacks, like running heavy and running light. Fist and claws. Claws not too noticeable, but fists are lightning fast. Now I'm honestly, like, fists are so fast that they might actually be like really good. I've not played too much with them, but just looking at the moveset, the R2 for the fist, which always stuns, is ridiculously fast. So it's going to be very interesting to play around with the fist because it's very, very quick. Okay, now slightly increase the speed of crouching and rolling attacks on colossal swords. That's actually a very good change. So since they over nerf the crouch attack on the Ultra, and now they went back on it and kind of rebuffed it a little bit. So they made the rolling attack faster, and they also slightly made the crouching attack faster. I think it's 1 frame. So really good thing here. I've not played, I've tested it visually, but I've not like played with it. See, like, I played against it, you know, the new speed, and it wasn't a problem to dodge, but I haven't played with it myself, so I'll have to figure out like how usable they are now. Increase the stagger damage of access guard counters. That's, you know, not necessarily important. Increase poise when attacking with two-handed hammers. It's all right. Increase poise damage of claws. Weaponized remain unchanged. Increase poise damage of claws. I'm assuming they probably made it similar to fists. Increase poise value during the part stomp. Okay, that's not that significant. Increase poise damage for the moonlight. That's not too significant. Reduce the speed of thrusting swords and heavy thrusting sword crouch attack. That's a huge nerf. They nerf the crouch attack for thrusting sword and heavy thrusting sword to the ground. Now the crouch attack is pretty much unusable on both of them. I mean, I guess you could use still the heavy thrusting sword as an anti-air, but I think the R1 now for the thrusting sword is faster than the crouch, so they nerf the thrusting sword kind of like by a lot. I don't know if it's to the ground. I could still see it being useful, and especially since the power stance moveset for thrusting sword is the same speed as before, so you can still use the thrusting sword like fast crouch attack, but when you power stance it. Reduce the stagger caused by double-handed. When they say double-handed and when two-handed thrusting sword jumping attacks, so the HTS jumping attacks don't combo anymore, and it's actually, this is in my opinion a good fix. It really balances them out. It's still a good weapon, you know, same attacks, just as good. It's just that it's not going to take away half of your HP with one jumping attack, so that's good. Reduce poise damage of hammers, great hammers, colossals, weapons, weapon art remain unchanged. This though, I have actually noticed this. I have been able to tank colossal weapons using the Stormhawk Axe Ash of War, which I was not able to tank colossal weapons before when I did that. So I did already notice that change. Reduce the poise damage of Cragblade weapon art or Ash of War. It's funny, they wrote weapon art instead of Ash of War. But yeah, that one, I fought against it. I didn't notice a change, but obviously, we're going to have to look at the numbers specifically for that. Reduce the hitbox duration of the flame portion of Flaming Strike weapon art. This, I played around with it a little bit. It definitely feels different from before. It doesn't linger as long, but it's still usable, it seems, at least at first glance. Reduce poise damage of Flame the Red Mane. I have not tested how much it does now, although I'm not sure Flame of the Red Mane deserved that. Flame of the Red Mane was not very strong to begin with, so I think it needed that always poise break ability. Reduce the time it takes to activate the guard part of Shield Bash weapon art. I have not actually seen that yet. Reduce the poise damage of Gravity Bolt weapon art. That's a good change. Then for the bug fixes, fix a bug that sometimes prevented consumables items from being replenished when teleporting. Okay. Fix a bug when fix a bug where stamina would replenish when switching to a crouching position while running. So they fixed the stamina recovery when crouching. Now, I warned against this in, recently in previous vids and previous streams, how this would bring more passivity and that this was ultimately a good mechanic. Now, I played around with it. Obviously, it feels weird to not be able to regen your stam when you get used to it, and you don't crouch for no reason anymore to replenish stamina. But for early impressions, this is a very hard nerf, like a indirect hard nerf to every weapon that really relied on crouching. So as soon as I started playing with the lances again in this patch, I immediately noticed that I was not able to pressure as I would, the same way I would from before. So pretty much just endless pressure that I could do beforehand, like, get one hit in and then start a roll catch chain. Right now, I'm pretty much, I get one hit, get a second one, and then for the third one, I need to either empty my stamina bar or go for a third roll catch. So I think it actually balances out weapons that were strong that relied on the crouch. But we'll see though. I haven't made a final opinion about that, see if it's good or bad. So I'm gonna need more time to play around with that. Okay, fix a bug where spell incantations and item input actions were ignored while guarding against attacks. I don't know if they fixed the input drop. I haven't noticed. That would be nice if they did. Fix the incorrect physical attacks I use on some attacks of the Serpent Hunter. I'm actually curious. So Serpent Hunter before was sharing pretty much the values of Great Lance. So like the Serpent Hunter crouch attack, even though it was a poke, it gave a slash or whatever, like the Lance did. And then the jumping heavy on the Lance is a thrust attack downward. And even though the Serpent Hunter the jumping heavy was a slam, it gave thrust damage. So I guess they fixed that now. Although to be fair, it was kind of it kind of balanced out the Serpent Hunter and not give it counter hit damage on the crouch poke. But I haven't actually tried it since the patch, so I'll have to formulate an opinion about this one as well. Fixed the bug that prevented the follow-up attack from occurring when the Black Sword incantation was activated with the seal left hand. Okay, that's not that relevant. Fix a bug where the attack power on the right hand weapon was sometimes applied casting Escapable Frenzy. Okay, they fixed that glitch. Fix a bug that could cause multiple damage instances when certain spell and incantations were casted while jumping. Interesting, so they fixed jump casting. I have not tested that either yet. Fix a bug that caused weapon arts or Ash of Wars to be incorrectly used with specific combination of weapons in Ash of War. Okay, so this is the gist of the patches that they made. Now, I've also played with the arena. I've played in the arena. There's definitely some felt changes in there. They also introduced a new glitch. It probably have spread pretty quickly by now, but it's funny because I actually found this glitch like before the patch even went live. We played offline to like try things out on stream, and like by accident, like right away, we found out that they fucked up like some of the crouching attacks for weapons. So when you have an offhand weapon that has like a crouch poke that they fixed, like a thrusting sword in your left hand or a straight sword in your left hand, your right hand weapon, if it does not have a poke that they fixed, will automatically get a crouch poke attack. So I have some footage of like me crouch poking with the sight, doing like pretty much the ultra great sword poke from pre-patch. Same thing with pretty much any weapon. You can do that with great hammers. So yeah, obviously that's a bug. It's probably gonna get a hot fix pretty soon, but yeah, we kind of found that like as before the patch even fucking dropped being online, so pretty crazy. And we found that by accident. Now I think it already spread it around, but just want to inform you if you see something weird, it's not like weapons getting new move sets. It's just a glitch, little glitch, little oversight. We're gonna let that one slip though. I'm sure they're gonna fix it pretty soon because this was definitely not intended. And I also have plenty of footage from the arena. I've tried every mode at least once, so I'm gonna showcase that as well in a video really soon. And yeah, for now, that's pretty much it for all the new changes. I hope you guys enjoyed this DLC arena so far, or not DLC, this update, this arena update. Keep in mind, it's very likely we're gonna get the DLC trailer and announcement at the Game Award on the 8th, so tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. And finally, I just want to give my thoughts so far. First impressions on playing with the arena. It's a lot of fun. There's only 3 maps, or I should say, there's only 1 map with 3 different coat of paint. But honestly, I don't really care right now. Just the fact that we're able to play in the arena, that alone is very fun. I've been dueling in the arena, doing 3v3s mostly. So far, the most fun is definitely team matches. The duels, I'm going to be honest, I played a lot of duels. I have not lost yet, and it's not very competitive. You get a lot of new players and whatnot, so not necessarily if you're looking for a challenge dueling in the arena right now. Maybe it's going to become harder in the future, but where the fun is at, in my opinion, at this moment is 2v2s or 3v3s. 2v2s and 3v3s in the arena are a blast. It's really complete chaos, but it's like fun chaos, especially if you play like on stream with some streamers like myself, or there's plenty of other streamers that are enjoying it right now as I speak. Like I just raided a buddy right before making this vid, and they were keeping the trend going. So if you go on Twitch, follow me on Twitch, you'll be able to find people to play with, to play in the arena with these team matches. So again, highly recommend you guys check it out because it's very fun. And yeah, for now, that's going to be it for this little update. Just wanted to get you guys up to speed with everything. And I'm going to be posting more arena content in the near future. All right, guys, take care, everyone. Have fun.